Thirsty and 30.
Hi, thirsty friends. I'm Bea.
And I'm Shari, and welcome to Thursday and Theory, the blind leading the blind chat show on Spider Love, and as you can see, season 2.
You're very proud of your signage because tumaas na yung budget natin. So, guys, we made the mistakes before so you don't have to. And today we have a surge of testosterone on our show.
Bea is
So,
thrilled. Finally,
I'm
her
thrilled.
wish for boys, she got it.
Yes, we need male advice sometimes.
Agreed,
Right?
we really do. So
Yeah.
guys, please do us a favor and share this live with your single, taken, or married friends, and click subscribe, please.
Yeah. Anyways, well, I hope you're grabbing a wine or tea, whatever you want to drink tonight, because it's Wednesday. And we are talking about a single taken married boys edition. Because I think a few weeks ago we did the girls edition with the Ison sisters.
Yep.
And so our theory is that boys have it easier than girls. That's just our theory.
I know.
Yeah.
I think it's an accurate theory, but I guess we will check with the boys. So we rounded up the perfect panel, my fellow BDEs, if you know what I mean, Bea.
Wait, what
What are
is BDE? Sorry, I'm very tita. What does BDE mean actually?
Well, I was reminded by it by a fellow tito, our guest, Jay.
Hmm.
Big dick energy. And I think we all have that, Bea. Big
Okay.
dick energy. So tonight we have Dan, the single one, Dan the taken one, Carly the single one, and Jay the married one. And later we have a very special guest who you all might probably know, right? So let's bring them in. So here's Jay, Carly, and Dan. Hi guys.
Yes, dami. Love it.
Ayan.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome.
Hey guys.
Single.
Carly is the single one. Take note, guys. So before we dive in, do you guys want to say hello to anybody? Hi, to your mom and dad.
Hi, Mom and Pop. Hi, Ming. Thanks for pre-gaming with us.
Yeah, it was a good pregame.
Okay. Well, hello to my mom and dad too.
Hey, to my mom and dad also, they're watching. Hi, guys. Okay, so guys, we start with we will start with an anonymous letter. So I'm gonna dive right in. So, dear Shari and Bea, I heard that you're having guys as your guests for the next episode, and I'd like to get their advice on this because, sorry, as macho as it sounds, I don't tell my friends about my love problems. Okay, I didn't expect that the quarantine would make me this lonely, nor did I expect it to last this long. I'm the kind of guy who actually loves the idea of being in love, so I'm always trying to date. A few months into this long ass quarantine, I figured that I should go on Bumble. I was able to talk to some girls there, but it all faded. I didn't really find a strong connection or chemistry with anybody there. Fast forward to October, I got into talking with an acquaintance on Instagram. She's a friend of a friend we were introduced a long time ago. And even then, I thought she was cute, but kind of out of my league. Since the pandemic induced us more to the black hole that is the social media, I've been glued on Instagram, and this girl is always actively posting a story. So from time to time, I'd slide into her DMs. She flirted back, surprisingly. We really hit it off, as in she could finish my sentences. Um, it was easy for me to just talk to her then, but then one day she asked me why I still haven't asked her out. I guess she was just bored of the banter already. It really caught me off guard though. I wasn't clear with my answer to her, and then I suddenly stopped replying to her messages altogether. Looking back, I think a big reason why I ghosted her was because I'm overthinking everything. I don't know. I guess I want her, but I'm also not sure with myself. Besides, we're in the middle of a pandemic. I know I sound like a red flag to you girls and that I'm just making this shit up, but I'm really conflicted. Yes, I'm indecisive, but I think I know that a big part of me likes her. I just don't know why my actions say otherwise. She's perfect, the kind of girl who has everything figured out. I want to move on and forget, but I can't believe I choked. But then again, I keep finding myself consumed by the likes of her. I want to message her. I can't stand the thought of losing her without even trying it out for real, except I'm also not sure how she'd react now or what I need to do. It's been weeks since we last spoke. I hope it's not too late. So, how do I approach her again? She might see my intentions as shady. I don't know why I'm even paranoid how she thinks of me. How do you guys deal with your torpidness and insecurities? Is it just me or us guys really find it so hard to communicate how we feel? Please send help, Mr. Torpe.
Oh,
Nakaka-stress.
ah, torpe. All right. Right up my
Okay.
alley.
So let's take it away. Who we have a follow-up question from our Instagram follower Bea. What was it?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Before we jump into the advice, from our viewer, she is asking, Stella Marie, have you ever been torpe towards a girl before? And I'm curious why most men are. So I think this is all in the same category, right? Yeah.
Okay, so Jay being the eldest, let's start with you. What advice would you give Mr. Torpe?
Um, I think like now that there's a pandemic and it's a valid excuse not to go on physical dates, it's a good time to build a solid foundation as friends first and then see if it progresses to anything more after. So maybe I mean the approach would be like getting to know the person in a friendly manner and then when the time is right then maybe you can ask the hard questions or ask them out and see if they're open to it because I have some friends who it started out like that. They were just DMing on Instagram, and it led to watching a movie or talking about what they were watching on Netflix. And then I don't know, maybe just get swab tests before hanging out.
Guys, it's a requirement. Please swab before you see each other.
I
Saves
have a
everything.
question. Wait, did Carly send this email? No.
Si Carly pala eh. It's okay, Carly.
Perfect question is why did he ghost her? That's my question. Why would you ghost? Why would you ghost her?
Yeah, what's the deal?
I know. How about you, Carly and Dan? Anything to add?
Okay,
Well-
just to clarify, that wasn't me. Okay.
Defensive.
No, but like Jay said, like as everyone knows, it's a pandemic, right? So, my advice is the fact that she asked you, why haven't you asked her out, means she's interested, right? So, why you didn't within the few weeks is beyond our knowledge, but you have your reasons, right? I would think she's still interested. You just have to approach it in a way that it's not. I mean, just be truthful. Like you don't be too aggressive. Don't be too defensive. You didn't do anything wrong. You just didn't act on. You didn't act on what she did, right? So if you are interested, you just show it, and if she doesn't feel the same way anymore, then damn, she moved on quickly in a few weeks, right? Like there's nothing we can do. Diba? I mean,
You never know. People do move on quickly.
on quickly.
no, exactly. I mean, with the pandemic, that's out of our control, right?
Yeah.
So if they move on, then good on them if they find someone else. But if not, then I mean, we're all stuck at home. I mean,
Yeah.
no one wants
Kinda
to
hard
go
to
out
move on.
and get caught. Exactly. Like if she's still holding the flame, and then I mean, what's wrong with a message of, "Hey, how are you doing? What's up? How are you?" Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can
yeah.
always quote the Dan vibe check, right?
Dan,
yeah,
for
Dan.
the youths out there, any advice?
So I would think like the only advice here is like people gotta shoot the shot, like that's the clear lesson here. Especially if you really liked her. But like it's never too late is the thing. Like I mean like it's kinda laugh. No, but like if he feels like he missed his chance, like Carly's right. Carly and Jay are right. We're in a pandemic. Can't really move on as quick as you want here. So like he still has a chance. He just has to shoot his shot this time, right?
Yeah. Ikaw, Bea, anything to say?
Well, I've actually researched this. Kailangan may backing,
Same.
diba?
Ako rin. Oo,
And I
ikaw
was looking into that. Like, I'm a believer of shoot your shot. You can only get rejected, and you have to take a lot of no's, so it's fine. But I think I think you did the whole stories or Instagram thing. Just message something random, specific to her Insta story, and for example, she posted a TikTok pasta or something. Just say like, "Have you tried this recipe?" or something. Just something cheesy like that. But
Something
be
subtle,
specific.
yeah.
Yeah, and then keep the momentum because I think it's not ghosting yet. I think I don't know.
And it's also not shooting your shot. It's like
Subtle.
making kilite. Making kilite.
Technically,
Na, oy, may ano pa ba
girl,
yan?
girl shot your shot. Girl shot your shot, and you kind of fucked up. I mean, you slid in, started talking to the girl, and then she
That is
kind of
true.
reciprocates it, and then you choke. I mean, of course, it's beyond just what your reason is. I'm sure you have something valid. Maybe it's an internal issue. Pero,
Yeah.
before you shoot your shot again, which we all agree that you should do,
Yeah.
make sure
shoot your
naman,
shot.
make sure that you're sure you want to do it and you're ready. Because if you ghost her a second time, that's just a bit much. So we wish you luck.
I mean, like he's gotta shoot his shot regardless, right? So there's a
Wait.
choice.
oh,
Your brother
okay.
here is coming up with a
Caspering.
comment here.
Be a
It's
friend
called
with her.
Caspering. Be
Is
a
that your
friend with
style,
those.
Matt? Caspering?
Matty.
Matt
Andy
coined it.
Casper.
Okay.
Matty Casper. Shit.
Thank you for
I
your
mean, like,
wisdom.
Yeah.
you have to shoot that follow-up shot because if you don't and she moves on after, then nothing,
You're really
right?
gonna regret it.
Regret.
But if you
Yeah.
shoot it and you're not interested, then you both part ways, then it's fine, right?
Yeah, and according to Pia Words back last week, at least you know where you stand by shooting your shot.
Yeah.
If you get rejected, at least alam mo na, right? So, Mr. Torpe, we wish you luck. I hope we somehow helped you. So,
Yeah.
Thank you,
Keep
thank
us
you, thank you.
posted and
Yeah.
please
Invite
do
us to
not
the
ghost
wedding.
her again.
mm-mm.
Yeah. Oh yes, invite us all the wedding.
Shoot
I
your
love that.
shot. Shoot your shot.
Okay, guys,
200% of the time.
we're gonna get to know you. We have a little icebreaker. A couple of these are from our Instagram followers. The first one is from
Wait, babe,
attorney.
before you ask the question, let's bring the guest, like our guest in, and then let's take him out na lang again. Para kasama siya sa icebreaker. Oh, go ahead. Ask the first question.
Okay.
How
We're gonna
nice.
kick you out. We'll
Oy.
kick you out later.
Single club.
We'll kick you out again. Go,
All
Bea.
right.
Fine. I'm used to chariots, okay.
Okay, this is from attorney Bladorni. She's asking, please ask why they are all cute, and who do they think is the cutest among all of them?
Oh god.
Like, if you would look to like
Awkward.
mirror on the wall, who's the fairest
Who
of
is
you?
the fairest of them
Yeah.
The
all?
fairest one?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Sige, Matt, since you're talking, you start.
Matt's gonna go like, duh,
I think
me.
it's Carly is the nicest color.
Kayo manggi. That's
Because it's dark as hell, dude. Yeah. Not so tall, dark, and not
I'm just
so
jealous
handsome,
of his
right?
color, that's why.
I think
I think-
Jay because he looks like Barcelona.
I think it's Dan because he has the nicest hair.
Wow, ang bait yung lahat, ah.
If you don't say it's me, Dana, we're gonna have a problem.
I think it's Maddie because he's the nicest guy of all of us. Yo.
Very on cue. I love it. Okay,
Yeah.
Shari, who do you
That was
think
planned. That was
could be
planned.
between
Almost
the
like
two
we
of us?
planned it.
Who's the fairest of them all? I think they're. Can you hear me? Am I Alex? I'm like frozen.
No, you're
Yo,
fine.
if you think I'm the fairest, everyone knows you're lying. Okay, so you know.
I mean, not skin tone wise. The fairest of them all. I think you all have your looks, and you're all like patok with certain people. If I would pick my favorite one, it would be myself. I don't know. I can't choose a favorite one. Tay lahat. Ikaw, Bea.
Sige, tayo na rin. How can I answer anything
Come on,
else?
Sherry.
I know.
Courtney, you got to
Actually,
be controversial. Come on,
the
you
fairest
know?
of them all
It's
for me
space.
would be Kyla. So that would mean it would be Jay.
No, we'll say it in the
Oy.
end. We'll say it in the end
Yeah.
depending on your answers, okay? Because we're all holistic people here. But everyone in the chat, everyone watching, please comment. Do your vote. And then the end, we're gonna tally it up. Okay, second question digs a little deeper. This is probably from your friend, Louis.recto. This is your friend? No,
Yeah.
okay, just
No, he's not. He's
What's up,
not.
Louis?
he's asking, what is your favorite pizza flavor? Yeah.
Oi.
Oh God, there's so many to choose.
with
Honestly,
explanation why. With why.
It's a great
Bakit
question.
daw?
you know, the thing is, my favorite pizza now is because I tried it because of my friend Emilio. You know, he loves this pizza.
Yeah.
It's the Chibo one, the frozen pizza.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and you know, he brought like a ton of them. He loves it. So like, he brought a ton to the beach, and like, so good.
Okay. Very classy. Classy choice.
Shout out
Um,
Amado Forest. What's good?
how about Matt? Matt?
My favorite pizza flavor. I'm not fussy with food. I just pepperoni. No, garlic and cheese.
Okay, garlic and cheese or pepperoni. Okay, Jay and Cardi
Yeah.
before Shari comes back.
Oh, where'd you go?
She went to get some pizza.
Yeah, for all of us.
Nag-swipe
Uh,
muna sa Bumble.
My favorite pizza flavor, Kyla's brother makes a really mean sourdough pizza with smoked bacon that he makes also, and like
Okay.
fresh mushrooms and truffle oil. It's really good.
Okay. Please
That
send
He
us
sounds
the
sells it also.
details here in the chat so everyone can order.
I'm like
And
super
Car-
basic.
Car-
Just wanting a basic one.
Marco Olives, the Broken Oven.
okay.
At the
How
Broken
about
Oven.
Carly? Go. Make it good.
I'm not gonna lie. Right? It's the Shakey's buy one take one. You know? I like the barbecue one. You get the barbecue and then you get the free one that's pepperoni. Boom. We give the pepperonis to the dogs and then we eat. It's basically like barbecue and cheese and the dogs get pepperoni. The best. Hands down. Win, win,
Okay.
win.
I've seen
So-
Carly eat off like a piece of toast and just put cheese on it, so he's not fussy for sure.
Okay, but Shakey's buy one take one pizza is a winner.
It's just how I like
That's
my
actually
girl.
so good. Yeah.
Very consistent.
Buy one, take one.
Reliable.
Okay, nawala na si Shari. Bumibili ng pizza sa Shakey's. So we'll just go with the flow here. We'll start our flow tonight with going from the boy next door to hot dad and the park. So Matt, we're gonna kick you out for a bit because we have
I'm
to.
neither. I'm neither. Okay.
Bye bye,
Yeah.
daddy. I'll see you.
Yes. Okay. We just kicked them out. Okay. So we'll start off with you, Dan, because you're the boy next door here in the
Oi.
episode.
Ooh.
What am I?
Cutie.
The in between?
You are to be determined today. Okay, Shari is back. Shari.
And a risky DM.
Yeah, so
Wait.
Shari,
Wild card.
we are in the first part about bawal mo ngayon.
Yo, it's all the alcohol. Come on, let's go.
So Shari, your audio is poor today, but I can continue for you. No, we cannot hear you, but we will continue on. Dan, okay, actually, this is all for all of you. You have a big family. What is it like to bring someone to your home and introduce to everyone? Is it intimidating or pretty chill or what?
I feel
It's
like it's kind
crazy.
of yeah.
Ay,
But
sorry,
it's a-
sorry. Go then.
but it's like a big deal. Like, you know, like if we're not serious with a person, we don't really like introduce them to the family.
Yeah, okay.
You know? Yeah. So it kind of takes like kind of a while before you like they meet everybody.
Hmm.
But yeah, it is pretty crazy. Okay.
How long
okay.
is a while though? Like 6 months?
No, okay, that's too long, I think.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Which is pretty long if you're like going out with them already.
Hmm.
Okay,
Are-
Jay.
I think like for the girl, she needs to be ready to do anything from like swimming to singing karaoke to eating what my mom cooks. That's really good. And like hanging
Complimenting.
out. Like no, because sometimes we just like drink and hang out till 2 a.m. on a weekend. So it's
Always,
I mean
always. Not sometimes.
it's very intimate and personal. That's why we don't just like invite any random girl over. I mean it needs to be pretty serious. Yeah.
Am I back
And-
now?
You are good.
Oh,
Yes, we
Yes.
can hear you.
Sorry, guys. What did I miss? I got panicked kasi when you were asking me who the best looking one was. Sabi ko, Jay. Did you hear that, Jay? Jay and Kyla.
No.
No, you missed that we were asking you to order pizza. Shakey's would buy one, take one for all of us.
Pizza Hut, soft crust.
Okay, Carly, how about you introducing a girl to the family?
like we grew up very close to each other, right? So before they meet the family, first they meet the brothers, right? If quoting Dan again, if they meet the vibe check, then they can meet the family, right? And as Jay said, we do a lot of things together, like from those very horrible weekend karaoke's that, would not pass any test because we all suck, right? It's all about like spending time together. Since we all know we can't sing,
Yeah.
you just have fun with it, right? We get drunk, we make fun, we all sing along even though it's out of tune, right? But we all accept each other for each other. And if
Wow.
someone can't put up with that kind of vibe, I guess, frequency, that kind of energy, and then it's like, yo, you're not gonna meet them yet. You gotta pass more tests, but like more often than not, if they don't pass that test, then
Wait,
right.
I'm curious. Has there been a disaster? You don't have to name
Yeah.
names.
Like, did somebody bring somebody home and everybody was like, ano ba yan? Try
What do you mean by
again.
disaster? Like
Yun,
everyone
yeah,
says,
Like
like
KJ.
no, we don't like her, or is like do we openly call her out?
no, you don't like her.
Oh,
And
yeah,
openly
definitely.
called her out.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
like to
yeah.
correct something before we answer that.
Tell us more.
Jay and I
Tell us
were pretty
more.
good at karaoke nights. So like, like
Akala ko naman kung ano.
Charlie, you gotta speak for yourself there.
Sample.
No, just, but yeah, there has been like a disaster one.
I think somebody's
Not gonna-
guilty.
He's coming back.
Whoa.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I don't
Whoa.
think there's been like a total disaster. Like it was all in good fun, naman, and like it was a real relationship. So
That's
Like,
true.
for me, whoever
No
my
judgment.
brothers bring home, I try and support them and like be as nice as I can.
Iba
To the
talaga,
girl.
Jay eh. Baka kaya
Yeah.
ikaw yung married eh. Nice guy. Nice guy.
In terms of
yeah.
in terms of introducing everyone to the family, what, we're all super nice, right? It only comes out after, diba? When everyone's like, all right, you guys broke up, then we're like, all right, that didn't work. That's no, like hard pass. That's
So after
Okay.
na lang, one, it doesn't matter na. Nang break ka sa doon yun lang sabihin.
Di kasi
I knew it.
alam mo naman pag sinasabi mong no, iba yung
Yeah,
no, iba yung no.
that's correct.
Sometimes no could be like, yeah, pwede na no. Yung iba is like, I don't like her.
No.
Don't
When,
I? Yeah.
sometimes when you say no, people get just pushed forward even more. I think that. So Dan, let's go to you
May
naman.
kwento ka ba dyan?
Based on numerous experiences, ganyan mga tao, di ba normal yun? Kaya ba may personal experience? Joke lang. Okay. So Dan, your brothers told us that you tend to aim high when
Uy.
it comes to dating. What's the secret to dating someone that is perceived to be? Because Bay and I don't believe that there's such a thing as somebody who's out of your league, right? But people
Yeah.
say that you shoot your shot and you shoot way above. So,
Yeah.
what's your tip? How do you do it?
Yes.
I feel like it's more on like who you vibe with, who you can connect
Ayun.
with at a
Vibe
deeper
check.
level.
Vibe check.
Vibe check. That's important. I mean, it's top of the list there, but
Yeah.
vibe check. But I feel like you have to connect with them on a deeper level. That's part of the standards thing.
Mm.
On a deeper
And
level.
like because like you meet a lot of people and sometimes you just don't connect, right?
Do you
So,
think it's
like-
good to have high standards, or sometimes is it impossible na? Like for your single brother, would you say, or your single brothers, would you say na, yeah, have impossibly high standards? Do you think it would work?
I feel like it's a little hard with impossible standards. Maybe high standards, like pwede pa, like you know what I mean. Like you can still meet someone, and then they fit that standard, right? I mean, like obviously you're right. There's no like fitting a standard, but I feel like you shouldn't like just like give yourself up to just whoever, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. Agreed.
Whoa, bro. You saving yourself for marriage?
I mean,
Okay. Okay, wait.
What's wrong with that, Carly? I'm
I am. I am.
big
I am.
Christian
I am.
boy.
He,
We know all 5 of us went to Catholic schools, Carly.
Yeah.
I am. Bro,
Keep it
marriage
together.
first. Come on, bro.
Okay,
It's
Dan,
a-
how did you're the taken one here. How did you meet your girlfriend?
Mm.
I
Tell us the
met
story.
her through my best friend, who's her cousin, and it was a beach trip, which was like it's funny because her older brother planned it. So like the whole trip, my best friend was telling me like don't do anything, like don't even don't talk to her, like I know what you're doing. I was like, what am I doing? Like I'm not doing anything. And then like yeah, because like her name's Clara. We got along
Clara.
so well.
Hi,
If
Clara.
she's watching.
Hi, Clara. Please pop
Hi.
in the backstage. We can
Come
ask you
on, come on
questions.
in.
Just comment so they can show it online.
She would, but she's in a driving test now. But like,
Oh.
so like I said, like we connected on a pretty deep level on the trip, and like started going out shortly after.
Hmm.
Not a long
So-
story.
Yeah, so per Dan, if since Clara is at a driving test and she's probably not listening, do you miss anything about being single?
Honestly, not really. I mean, like,
Mm.
I keep telling, like, like I keep saying this, but like, it's the type of thing where I wouldn't be in a relationship if I didn't think it was like good for me or good for her. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like it's like better for like my mental health and like my well-being to be with her. And I hope it's the same for
Bea
her.
is sold. You are her favorite talaga.
Yes, because you're so mature. Anyways, you are pretty young.
Whoa.
How
Whoa.
do you avoid being consumed by a relationship? Because this is something we hear a lot with girls.
Yeah.
Or like maybe when was that? A couple episodes ago, this girl was saying that in a pie chart of a relationship, it was like all relationship. None was-
99% relationship.
Yeah, exactly. And how do you not get consumed by that? Because like you're talking about mental health. Some people
Yeah.
are just like shoot your shot, and you're like, oh, it's actually good for my headspace. You know.
I feel like the relationship thing, and Clara and I talked about it. It's like it's good to have your own lives outside of the relationship.
Yeah.
So like, of course, like we hang out with each other's friends, with each other, and without each other. You don't have to be with that person 24/7. But also, like Clara and I are also doing a long distance relationship. So like, there's a lot of space in between. But even when she's here, yeah, it's like there's a good amount of time we're together and good amount of time we're not together.
Okay, follow-up question on long distance relationship, because a lot of people are in LDRs right now due to the pandemic, even being in the same country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What will make it last? And is it possible?
Oh yeah, it's very possible. It's just the key to like long distance relationships is like you need a lot of communication. Like that's the most important, I would think. Like knowing how to communicate what you feel and what you want to the situation. So like I'm guilty of like not being a good communicator. So like that's my flaw. But Clara's been really good with like how to like help me communicate how I feel better.
Matt, your
Which is
brother.
good.
Oh,
Sorry?
good job. Matt helped you, or Clara helped you?
Clara helped me.
I was like, Matt.
How
I mean,
would
he could.
Matt
I mean,
tell us,
he's
Matt?
he's had 10 years of experience, so like it's
Matt
kind
is
of
an I heard Matt is an expert at long distance relationships.
Beauty queen answered that.
Whoa.
And
I think Matt looks for
Honest
long distance
answer.
relationships.
Matt knows a beauty queen answer if he knows an answer.
Oh yeah, he helps develop the answer already. before
Yeah.
that.
Okay. So Dan, since you're the one in a relationship now, you've had past relationships, right? So how
Yeah.
did you handle breakups, and how tough were they on your young heart? Your young heart.
Your 20-year-old heart.
Give us advice naman. How do you handle your heartbreaks or your breakups?
Well, I'm not the right person to ask for that because like I don't really handle it in like a very healthy way. I like
Okay.
seclude myself and everything, but it's just like how I work through stuff. But I think it's really important, like you confide in like family and friends to like help you get through it. Which was the case for me too. Like I was hanging out with my friends more and like, like just living life. Because like once you get in a dark hole, you're like practically staying there. But like the
Right.
more you see friends and like get out more, like be more alive, seize the day, you like start to realize like you can be happy without like the other person, right?
Mm.
How about the other two, like Carly and Jay? Like, do you have any advice for breakups? Because it's like one of the worst pains anyone can go through. What do you feel about that, and how do you have any like tips?
Jay, have you gone through one? I mean, you've been in a
Oh,
relationship with Kyla
oh
for how long?
yeah,
12,
that's
12
true.
years, right? 11?
Jay's been the
13
heartbreaker.
this year.
Wow,
No.
heartbreaker ka pala, Jay. Totoo
No,
ba?
advice I would give is to do things that make you happy. Like, because you'll always find things about that person you just broke up with that you miss that will make you feel down again because you're not with that person anymore. So just keep doing positive things, whether it's taking up a new hobby, playing a new sport, playing an old sport that you weren't able to play so much because you were in a relationship. Just doing things that make you feel like you're improving. You're doing, if it's work, like you push harder at work, just keep pushing on, and the right person will come along eventually again. But you put yourself out there, so
A plus. See, that's why I think Jay's the most foggy one. Good one, Jay. Carly, your turn.
Carly, win it.
Earn those
I
pogi
haven't
points.
even said anything. Siya yung pinaka-pogi,
I can change my answer. Go, Carly.
No, because the way I see being single, a lot of people think that being single is about going out there, putting yourself out there, and meeting different people, diba? But the way I look at being single is improving yourself. People search for their better half, right? The way I choose to look at it is you want to be the person that other people are looking for. So in that way, you you look at improving yourself, and you look at how you can better yourself as a person. So if you break up with someone, that means there is a shortcoming. That means you didn't fulfill a need that they wanted, right? So that's not necessarily a shortcoming on your part, because they could be looking for different things, right? But if you know what you want in life, and you thought it was with someone and apparently it wasn't, right? The only thing you can do is to build yourself up to fill that void that you think needs to be filled, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're looking for someone to be your better half, right? And you keep searching, why not be that person that fills it for someone, so you become a whole, diba?
Yeah.
Right.
So instead of going to aspire, a lot of people get depressed. I want to drink, want to party, whatever. You
Man,
just
someone's a fan of you.
Foggy points, Carly. Foggy points.
That's the real beauty queen answer.
Listening points.
Girls, how are you still
How are you
single
still
now?
single? But Chai, you
Mati,
were
that
telling me.
doesn't count. No, not my point is lasing eh. But my point is instead of trying to look for someone that will complete you, be that person, right? I mean,
Be complete.
how hard is
exactly.
it to be what you're missing, dude? Just work on it the whole day, bro. Diba? Like
Yeah,
if
bro.
you're missing excitement, get excitement. Bring excitement to someone for them
Right.
to be interested in you.
Right.
Gosh, I
I
love
mean,
that. You know what? I have a number one rule with breakups.
BDE,
Yes,
no,
besides the BDE, is
beat
that
your rebound.
don't allow negative effects to happen to you. You're not allowed to bawal ka
Gain weight?
pumangit, bumobo, at tumaba. So those
True.
three. Those
Uh-oh.
anything that just counters that, go for that. That's the breakup.
Elevate. Elevate.
No,
elevate.
you gotta make yourself more. You gotta be more spicy. You gotta be caliente, right?
I love. Oh yeah.
I mean,
Sorry, wrong one. Be that person. Nice. Thanks for the advice. Si Carly, pogi points ka ha.
Oh, yan na.
Slide in, ladies.
slide.
Carlos Laurel on Instagram. Para lang you're all aware. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Subscribe to his
Please
Instagram.
click subscribe to his Instagram. Okay. So Dan, last question for you. What are some pressures that you felt when it came to relationships in your life? I mean, you're fairly young, so I'm not sure if you did feel pressures, but how did you deal and did you ever get picked on in these situations? Matt, you're
You're
muted.
mute. You're mute.
Sorry. No, but so like you said, I'm pretty young, so like most of the pressures I felt were like very uncalled for. Like personally
yeah?
for me, like
Yeah.
it was self-inflicted, but like I was thinking too far into the future, which
Mm.
really like, I got really pressured, and like I talked to Jay about it, and he really helped me through it, and like validated me in like why I shouldn't feel so pressured. But like that was part of like past relationships, right?
Mhm.
So like now like I feel like not as pressured, and like it's more of a mindset to fix. So like yeah, I feel like the important thing there is like to talk to people, and like it gives you a perspective on how to like perceive things in a different light and help you not get pressured in a relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
See? Again, sold ka kay Bea. Si Bea na naman eh. Sold ka kay Bea.
See, so like, what the hell? Are you 50-year-old inside?
Bea's gonna start cradle snatching if you were
No,
the single
no,
one.
no.
Words of wisdom. Words of
I am
wisdom.
not a cradle snatcher. The only time I've ever gone out with someone young was because it was a rebound. That was
Wait,
21.
wait, how young is young?
I went out with a 21-year-old, but because
But you were how old were you then?
I was probably 26 or 27.
Not
wait.
So
so
5
bad.
years.
Not
Pwede
so
na.
bad.
Pwede na.
That's not so
Kala ko
bad.
31 ka na, tapos
Ah,
21-year-old.
Yeah,
Shoot!
diba?
You know what? Apparently, you have to extend the range now so you can have more options. But anyway,
The
I am-
range is age divided by 2 plus 4.
Hindi
okay.
That's
totoo
it.
yan, Carly.
That's
Age
different.
divided.
Barney
Times four.
Stinson said that. Barney Stinson said that.
I'm gonna date a 19-year-old. Napakailan ko
Plus
yun.
4. Plus 4. Why? How
Magbabayad pa
young
ako
are you?
ng tuition.
How young are you ba? How young are you?
I'm 30. Divided by 2,
31.
15 plus 4.
Plus 4, 19.
19.
Pwede na yan. Pwede yan.
Magbabayad ako ng college.
They're
Carly
not
naman.
you're not their mother. You're not
Okay.
paying their car. You're dating.
As an
They're paying for
ate-
your date.
Guys,
As an
don't
ate, I
listen.
have to
Don't
be
listen.
responsible. I will only go from 29 above.
I mean, can you believe, date night niya, mag-shooter ka ng algebra. Hoy, bago ka bumagsak ha. Kailangan natin kasama graduate ka.
Okay.
Sherry, don't forget the baon. May
Oh
baon
my
pa.
God! Mabaon pa ako. Shoot!
Paglaan
No.
ng date, it's just I mean, damn, bro, Shari.
Ay,
Ano
naka,
ba?
mga excuse
High
later.
school,
Di,
farm system mo. High school.
gusto na yung kaibigan ko, wag ikaw mag-tutor. Bakit?
Ay, naman po.
You can send the
Okay.
report cards.
So,
Okay.
this is the goal. This is the goal. Ay, not that. This is the goal.
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh, Shari.
I do
I
not
know,
want to
yeah.
be a sugar mommy, please.
Yo,
We're past that. Okay,
Okay.
let's go.
Don't tawa ako.
No, as an ate, I am impressed with your answer, Dan. As an ate. Anyways, we'll go to the next stage. My favorite topic, being single. So, Carly, we're all on you. We're ready to grill you.
Yeah, and we're ready to bring in the single and ready to mingle. The thirst of the town. That's
Oi.
ready.
born ready. I'm born
Drum
ready.
roll, please. Matt Laurel.
What did
Ayan.
you get me for? Carly's the one.
Oh, hello,
Bro,
Matt.
single, bro.
Welcome.
I love how
Okay.
Matt's on standby here.
Yeah, I'm just here. Just throw me out in whenever you want.
Oo nga eh. Okay, Bea, shoot. Game.
Let's start. Okay, this is very important because we get mixed messages when guys answer this. What is your type? Please be upfront. Specifics.
Okay, wait.
Matt,
Before Matt
you know
answers,
Matt
we'll
na is
thumbs up or
beauty
thumbs down if he's telling the truth or not.
Yeah, that's a good.
Oh, be first,
Reiterate.
Carly.
Thirst of the
Booking.
town.
What town? Some town.
Ria knows
town?
it best.
Small
Ria knows
town.
it best.
Which town?
Ria doesn't count. Ria doesn't count. Gago yun.
Okay.
Walang laglagan dito.
My
Okay,
mom.
so
Say hi,
Matt,
mom.
okay, let's start. Since you've been here on the show before Carly starts, besides beauty queens, tell us the truth. What is your type?
I like smart and funny.
Tama ni
That's the
Jay.
master of
We're all
beauty,
like-
beauty
everyone's
pageant
like-
answers.
What do you mean? Like, make
How
me laugh
smart and
like-
how funny.
And what is smart and what is funny to you?
well
It's
read
subjective. It's subjective.
and
It's
laugh at my
subjective.
jokes.
That is not funny.
At least they're smart enough to
I'm just
understand.
joking.
the
Make me
joke.
laugh.
The real answer is whoever mom approves, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, sige. Oh, Carly, ikaw naman. What's your type? Be specific so ladies can slide in.
Uy.
Yeah.
God.
Like country they live in and
City.
ethnicity.
Religion.
No. I mean, like it's hard. Honestly, I can't answer that with one answer, right?
One name or one answer?
Not like. Let me. I gotta.
Nahirapan.
There's too much alcohol.
Bueno.
In my There's too much
Okay,
alcohol.
okay, go on, Carly. Go shoot.
No, honestly, we've all been raised the same, right? I mean, we're all brothers. You can tell we all expect the same thing, right? And our type is also dependent on the kind of person we are, right? So we're all like I can honestly say we're all gentlemen, right? We all respect people. We all want the best in people, right? So we also want the same from our partners, right? So we expect our partners to be respectful, friendly. I can go on and on, but like
Smart and funny.
You make my answer sound so stupid.
Okay,
Thank you.
They laugh at the jokes and their
So Carly,
Ria, I'm super drunk. I'm super drunk. Anyways,
Carly, the question is okay.
okay, I'll answer it.
You're in no, Carly, you're in a club right now. We're in a club. It's not lockdown. Who will you
Hala.
zone in? What is this look that you are looking for? What is
Ayan.
according to Dan? What is
What's the
vibe
vibe?
check?
What's the vibe?
check?
superficial
vibe?
superficial
Yeah,
looks.
superficial.
Oh
Okay.
my
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
He's like
Oh
my
my
vibe is 8
God.
shots in, and she'll take another shot with me.
How drunk are you? How
Take the
drunk are
next
you?
five
How
with
drunk
you.
are
You're not that drunk. You're just mga 4 shots in. You're fine.
Mga
You're
4
fine.
shots in. Oh, damn.
Mga 11 p.m. pa lang.
Oo, maaga pa.
11.
Early pa.
He's in the house pa.
You're in it to find somebody
11
real.
p.m. 11 p.m. We're in a talk show. I mean, slide in if you want. You got.
I think her hair has to be longer than Carly's.
That's
Okay, I
a,
mean, like, realistically speaking, like superficial types go beyond, yes or no, right? Blonde, brunette, whatever. Bro, it's lasing.
Okay, Carly, wait. Jay, Dan, or Matt, tell us, what's Carly's type?
Yeah,
Do you
that's
think?
better.
Yun na lang.
Wait, from past experience or
Yes. Or what do you think?
okay, in my opinion,
Mm-mm.
Nice.
respectful,
Mhm.
like loves family, like family oriented.
Okay.
And at least like a 9 out of 10.
Can I add to Jay's
That's a
list?
clincher.
Go ahead.
Jay got it spot on. Jay got it spot on, but he missed one crucial thing. In that,
What's the crucial thing?
the girl has to beat Carly in an argument. That's the most
okay.
crucial.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
If he
that.
doesn't, Carly won't care.
It never happens. It never happens. I mean, like,
Carly's a philosophical king, dude. What do you mean?
Yeah,
You can't
no,
beat him
it's
in an
it's a big
argument.
deal. It's never happened yet, but when it happens,
I think for Carly, the girl needs to give him his own space. She can't like smother him, because as soon as she smothers him, he's out. So it's like you have to like let him be, like a long leash for Carly.
Okay,
Long
very,
leash.
very interesting. Okay,
It's
Carly, I
helpful.
have a question. How
I
do
feel
you
exposed.
It's okay. We're gonna
Sorry, what?
expose you more. We're not done. We're not
Yeah.
done.
Profiled you.
I'm an open
How-
book. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. How do you shoot your shot? As in, people slide in DMs, text, dating apps. How do you do the vibe check that
The
that
vibe
the
check. Just
vibe
like there, a vibe check.
Oh, the
Yeah.
vibe check. What's the official sign, yo? I don't know. How do I deal with it, or how do I do it?
How do you do
No,
it?
how do you do it?
it?
What's your move?
My
What's your
God,
move?
I don't slide. I don't slide. Yeah.
3 a.m. text where
You
you at?
know. The dude number one was Torpe King. I'm Torpe Prince if he's Torpe King, bro. I'm like
Torpe Lord.
Torpe Lord. I'm Torpe Lord, bro. Like, what are
Really?
you talking about? Dude.
You look
Carly's-
confident to me.
Carly's
what's
Joey
holding you-
Tribbiani.
Pero what's
Hair.
holding you back? What's holding you back from being? What's making you torpe? Because again, here you're very confident. Pero when you try to shoot your shot, you're torpe. Why is that?
No, I think it's more of like I don't shoot my shot. Like, what I mean? Like, I'd rather work out. I'd rather do shit that that's gone. I'd
Carly's
rather
his
do
own vibe.
stuff. I'd rather do stuff that's more fun, right? I mean, why would you be attached to your phone when you can swim and play with Barcelona, right?
Father
dating-
material. Father
Right.
material.
Ninong material. Come on.
Ninong
Pero
material.
before you get to the ninong stage,
Father,
you have
mga, give me a few years, bro. Come on. Like,
ikaw, Matt, naman, other than being a Tinderella, how do you shoot your shot in the real
Excuse
world?
me.
That's a bumblebee. What are you talking about?
Bumblebee.
Other than being a Bumblebee,
Wow.
Bumblebee and a Tinderella, how do you shoot your
I'm studious. I study all the time.
Wow.
I don't. How do I shoot my shot? I don't.
Study.
I don't shoot my shot a lot.
Matt offers to
Okay.
tutor people.
he
That's how he-
studies them first. He studies their weaknesses, their pressure points, their kilite lang.
But
Don't listen to
seriously,
Carly.
seriously, Matt, what's your move? What's your move? If you
What's
had
my move?
one, yeah. I mean, it
I
doesn't
don't
have
have
to
a
be
move.
like
I think
your pervy
I'm
move.
the
Like, how do you approach? What's your first?
Pervy.
What did you say, perfect move?
I think
I
I'm
mean,
like the
it's
least smooth person
God
ever.
damn.
Like I miss like every single sign. If someone's interested, I miss all the signs.
Yeah.
And I've always I like going through like this friend thing where it's just like you're kind of comfortable around them, and then it builds up. You don't just go straight into a relationship. I think that's like the hardest bit about like getting into a relationship. If you go straight in there without being like friends first,
Hmm.
Mm.
then it's
Wait.
tricky.
Wait, Matt,
Yeah.
you are a charmer though, right? Friends, there's a difference of being friends and not friends.
And a malanding friend. May
Yeah,
ganun
yeah.
No, of
as well.
course,
You
of
are a
course. No,
malandi friend.
no, I'm not.
Let's
I
all
think
vote. Yes, no.
Yeah. Mm.
Malandi friend.
Okay, sorry, Jay. I changed my answer. Matt's the winner now. Matt, you have the pogi crown for the
Alright,
evening.
what up
Good
to me?
answer. Good
What up
answer.
to me?
Carly,
Carly,
you'll get there.
Yeah, go.
Carly, you have chances pa. Okay. So, we asked how you men shoot your shot. What works on you? Let's do the flip side. When women try to shoot their shot with you guys, Jay, syempre, hindi ka nakasama. Tito ka na. Na-joke lang.
Kyla did to you.
Kyla's gonna get
Kyla
mad.
did to
Kyla
you
shoots
at
your
work.
shot.
Shot her shot.
Kyla
what
keeps
did-
shooting a shot.
What did Kyla do? What does Kyla do that works on you?
Kyla's Kobe. You know, like this is
Goes, Jay, look at your
What
baby.
does she
Look.
do?
Or what
She-
did she do in your youth? In
Your
our
youth?
youth pala, for the same
She's
age.
okay with individuality. Like she's not super clingy. Like she lets me play golf when I want. If I wanna go for drinks with people, to let me. So I think that's important for me. Like give the guy some space to be himself and to do what he wants to do also.
Okay.
I
Good
think that's
one.
like the key to our one of the keys to our relationship also is individuality for each of us.
Kyla, winner ka, winner.
Kyla's the real
Um,
winner tonight.
How about you guys? What works on you when people slide in? Or especially the single ones?
The single
When
one.
people slide in. No, I mean, like, honestly, when people slide in, it's like it goes into, like in your DMs, it pops out, and there's also like X number of messages on the upper right, diba?
Wow.
So
No,
technical.
no,
Jay
Only
takes
peep.
notes. Only peep lang daw. Hi, Chris. My bestie. Hello.
diba? Diba? You have like your DMs and then you have your message
Message
request.
request. Like you
Diba?
get a lot of those.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Tapos,
fully I don't fully understand, which goes where, right? But basically sometimes it goes to message requests and sometimes it goes to your DMs, right?
Mm.
Basically, if it's to make it stand out, you gotta make it stand out. It's gotta be far out, bro. Like you can't just be like, what you doing? And then
Carly, he means like you got to say you're hot.
no, that's also basic.
Stand out.
In all caps. Stand out.
What someone be like? What's something far out that someone has ever sent? Diba?
Oh, Shari has a bunch of that. For sure.
Kailangan
I'm a slider. No, I'm not.
just
Kailangan
sliding
ganun.
everywhere, skating everywhere.
Just slide. Brad Pitt's Instagram. I'm in.
I mean, okay,
I did try to find a way to message Brad Pitt.
You know, one time,
Ooh.
speaking of sliding in, when I say shoot for the stars, one time I saw Henry Cavill post a story of his dogs. I said, cute dog.
Wait, I did the same, Shari.
That's a great DM, though. That's a good DM.
Dog.
Fine. Yeah.
Did he reply?
Henry Hindi, Superman did not even read my message.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You'll get there.
Really.
Just keep pinging him.
I'll
Wait,
just keep trying.
Don't stop shooting a shot. You know what? That's the key.
Maybe naman. Wag naman Henry Cavill. Delusional. Okay.
Did he reply? Did he reply?
Hindi nga, Carly. Kailangan mo sabihin.
Kailangan cute dog.
Ten times.
video call.
Para he knows you're interested, diba?
okay.
Um,
Speaking of that
Mm.
thing could be annoying. Like, what do women do that turn you off immediately?
You know what it is. I think when you can read the motives on the message right away when it comes off too aggressive. Heart eyes are like fire. It's like what do you reply to that? You know what I mean? You're not gonna be like, oh, thanks. Like it's such a weird. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you don't.
You give the thumbs
like,
up.
Matt,
The thumbs-
be specific, Matt. What's the worst message that you've received that's been slid in? Now you were like, oh,
I
that's
think it's like those Instagram reacts when you're just like, what do you say to like any like heart eyes or like
just
fire
like it.
emoji when you post something? Yeah, you just
You
like
just
it,
like
and then
like it though. Mm.
that's like leaning on red.
You
It's like,
go reject.
How do you reject?
I think you can come off too
Accept,
aggressive.
deny,
You can
reject.
definitely
You have
come
to-
off
you have
too
to-
aggressive.
You have to
Yeah,
add. You
right.
have to add Instagram now. Put a reject button.
No, it goes to like message request
Okay.
and then
I
reject.
think the lesson here is, ladies, don't send mga heart and flame emojis right away when you react to stories. It's a
Yeah,
bit
send
much.
me a joke.
Unless it's for Henry Cavill, shoot all the
Just be like, just be like,
Same.
does Henry Cavill look like Matt Laurel?
Wait.
No.
Okay, that's a good joke.
That's trying so hard not to
That's
smile
horrible.
now.
Don't even do that.
You were like Henry Cavill and Matt. Matt, sorry.
Let's not go there, Carl.
People,
Let's not
Henry
go
people
there.
say you're
Henry who?
Henry Cavill, Superman. Okay, so
Or does
okay,
Carly
so
look like Tarzan? That's the.
Does Tarzan look like
But
Tarzan?
we agree.
Jay, I want to know, Jay, since you're the married one in a stable relationship, what would have turned you off? Let's say, I mean, obviously things went well with Kyla, but is there something in your head? Now, let's say you were dating somebody else and she did X, whatever that is. Now you're like, oh, I'm not gonna marry this girl.
Maybe if like she's not true to her word.
Mm.
Like I mean, like I was lucky with Kyla because like we talk and she like we're both like people of our word. So when we say something,
Yeah.
like we mean it. So what would annoy me is if you say one thing and then like the next day bigla na lang it's a different. But
Yeah.
like no, let me find a realistic way. Like
No, that makes sense though.
No,
The
yeah,
word
it does
is
make sense.
yeah,
having what they
like
say is like,
consistency is like the for me the key.
It's key.
Yeah.
You don't want someone who smothers you. I think like you need a little space. Like if you need space, if someone wants to spend like 24/7 with you, and you're just like, I need a little space, and they don't give it, then you know it's going to be a problem.
Right.
That's true.
Space and be true to your word. Ladies, that's the key to
Yeah.
quality
And
men.
be funny. Funny.
But guys, not the Matt's definition of funny, because he thinks funny is laughing at his
I'm
jokes.
just joking, dude.
You
That's not
know,
what I meant. I meant like I like laughing. I'm always like happy. So if I get into a conversation where it's just like, wow, this is like the most boring thing.
Wow,
Okay,
this
right.
girl is
I'm
super
gonna
smart.
Yeah, right.
No, but you know what's really
True.
important in that sense? It's not even being
Mm.
funny; it's being witty.
we
If
want
someone's
banter.
witty,
Yeah,
yeah.
Dan.
witty
Jeez.
and banter is
So
always a
so
winner.
so hot and witty.
Funny.
Hot
Hot
and
and witty is
hot
like
and witty. Yeah.
Perfect
Oh,
Witty
don't
more
bring
than
it
combination.
hot
funny.
now.
More than funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Carly, let's go back to you while you're still okay. You've been like
While I'm
you've
still
been
what? While I'm still what? While I'm still what?
while you're still a okay.
before
So
we get more vodka.
you've mentioned before in your past relationships, you've been burned before. I don't know if you've been cheated on
Ooh.
before or things just went awry. For some of you, things
Alright.
went awry. Literally
Alright.
awry, spelled awry, and in Tagalog, aray.
Aray.
Um, so
Good
do you
one.
think that that's one of the main reasons why you're still single now? Are you fearful of something, like you're scared to be vulnerable again, to open yourself up to new relationships or the prospects? What do you think?
I think it's a mix of both. You know, based on past experiences, like you don't want to go through the same thing twice or thrice or whatever, right? So you kind of defend yourself against it. So in my case, it was, I guess, cheating, diba?
Mm.
So me
C
being
word.
single right now, right? It's a mix of I want to make myself, I want to better myself, right? Like I'm looking for something special, but also, people are looking, but they also try to change themselves to fit what they think is special. For example, if they're into some girl and that girl likes whatever, let's say some random thing, like likes sapiosexuals, right? So they make themselves seem like they're intelligent, right? By
Mm.
engaging in intelligent conversations, right? Like if that's not really you, then it doesn't work, diba? So with me it's like I'm trying to improve based on past experiences, like what didn't work, what could work. If the problem was me and what I wanted, then how can I work on that? How can I avoid that in the future, right?
Do you think you're scared of commitment, Carly, because of the past, or ever since you've been scared of commitment?
Should we just zoom in, Carly, right now and just take on everyone hard
We love
hitting
a
journalism
spotlight.
today?
I mean, there's nothing wrong
Uh,
with being fearful of commitment, naman. I mean, you're still young, pero
no,
do you think
I'm
there's
not.
that?
I'm not. One, I'm not young. I'm not young.
You
Or
got
he's
nice
just
hair
looking for
though.
What are
change,
we
you
at?
know. He's
What are
looking
No,
for
we?
his
You got
change.
nice hair though.
I got it. Vodka. Let's go. Uh,
Yeah.
Making
uh,
nervous.
okay. One, I'm not young, right? Two, I'm not afraid of commitment, right? I'm just,
Mm.
you know, protecting myself of what that commitment entails, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're all not young, right? Like,
I'm young.
Uh,
What do you mean?
five of us minus
All right.
Dan. Five of us minus Dan. We're
Yeah.
all legitimate tito tita level jokes, bro.
Again,
Tito also.
We're not
aray,
young. We're not
Speak
Aray.
for
young.
yourself.
If we
Speak
make
for
a
yourself.
joke,
But
if
aray.
we
Nino
make a
faster,
joke,
Nino.
it's not a tito joke. It's a joke, bro. That's us. That is
Right.
our level, right?
Has to be funny for it to be a Tito joke, Carl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
for you to get it, it has to be funny. But if for us to get it, it's just got to be a
Waiting for
joke.
right.
Yeah, and he's waiting for the right
You're
one.
waiting for the right one. Thank you,
Wait,
Kyla.
Waiting
Carly,
for the
so it
right one to
seems
come back.
no comebacks, Matt.
Oh, no na.
No comebacks.
Been there, done that.
Okay,
I don't know.
Carly, um,
So deep.
you talked a little bit about being single, and you've done a lot of reflection. What are
Mm-mm.
the pressures you feel right now? At napipikon ka ba Sa mga, like, if
Yeah.
people have a comment or something.
Question
So,
goes for Matt also after Carly.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Matt, you wanna go first?
Oh, sige, let Carly think. Carly, okay. Carly, drink some water. Matt, go first.
What's the question again? Sorry, I was like looking at Carly's reaction.
What are some of the pressures you felt being single, and did you ever get upset or pick on about the comments that you get for being single?
I think out of all my friends, I get the brunt of like the jokes. People make fun of me all the time for dating. What you guys
Beauty
call? I don't even
queens?
know.
Younger girls.
Oh, wow.
Beauty queens?
Are those the words?
Oh, there are words for that. No, but I think it's more like
YGs.
I don't get picked on. I don't
Yeah.
get picked on. I'm not picky, but I'm particular about the ones I date. Like you could be like the most attractive person and not have a nice personality, and it would not do you any favors. You know what I mean? End of the day, it's like you're not gonna look at someone for 5 hours. You talk to them, but you're not gonna like stare at someone for 5 hours. You can't. That's the first thing that goes. You get bored right away, right? So
Yeah.
for me, it's like I don't get the con. I mean, I don't listen. I think although I listen to other people's like opinions of like who I'm seeing and whatever, but it doesn't really like make a difference who I date. For me, it's like obviously I want like my cousins and them to like who I'm dating. Like family is like such a big part of who I date, but end of the day, it's my decision. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's
But
like
you need approval, though. You need a little bit of a
no.
soft
I don't
You
think
don't need
I've
no
ever.
damn approval, bro.
I don't think I've ever like
He's
needed
got-
or
he's
asked
got-
for
he's
it.
got his own approval.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
I'm my
okay.
own person.
Okay.
Got it.
Again, Matt, pogi points. Okay, Carly, ikaw naman. Pressures you felt na you recently, as
Bro,
of late.
there are no pressures. Like, we have our own standards, right? And if we think someone meets those standards and we think they're ready to meet the family, because there's different levels of family, right? There's immediate family, and there's also like first cousin family, there's second cousin family, whatever, right? You're not gonna bring them to
You got your
reunion,
cousin.
diba?
You have a big
Is that a
family.
Mean Girls joke?
No, we
You
got
have
you.
your cousins.
That's a Mean
You
Girls
have
joke.
your
We
first
are
cousins,
related
you
to
have-
the entire fucking world. Okay, so basically, like, no,
I like that Matt got immediately. Mean Girls.
Through Adam and Eve,
Okay.
diba, Kyle? Adam and Eve.
Carly's talking about
The lizard
when you're
people,
ready.
the lizard people.
When you're ready to go
I
to
mean,
my
like,
reunion.
we really
we're-
are. No,
we're
bro,
serious.
we are related to everyone. I've gone
Okay.
to Bacolod and then bigla na lang, yo, we're cousins. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
Okay.
out of nowhere. All right, let's go.
Carly, come on, go. What's your go
No,
game?
to
But
answer,
it's not the hot one.
no, to answer my point is,
Mm.
oof, I just heard the number.
I think you don't feel pressure. I think you're fine.
No, I
Uh-oh,
don't.
you're
I don't
fine.
feel any pressure. No, my point is,
Right.
we have our own checklist, right? So, regardless, bro, swear, regardless if the person checks all those boxes, if we feel that that person is ready to meet the family, we'll do it. We'll introduce them. Doesn't matter. It
Right.
doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter,
Mm-mm.
right? Because as much as we value family, if you will marry this person, if you will spend your life with this person,
Yeah, right.
Then
No, if you think this person
That's true. It's
That-
is worthy
that
enough to
epic card.
spend your entire life, dude, it doesn't matter. Like, people skip family reunions for this shit, bro. Like,
Mm-mm.
if I think somebody if I think somebody is worth my time and
Yeah.
my family doesn't approve, Jay, Dan, Matt don't approve, bro. If my family, our parents don't approve, and I think I can spend my entire life with them, I will take the sacrifice, right? I'll be like, all right, you don't approve, I'll spend my life with them. It is what it
Carly,
is.
Carly,
Has to
who's
be
your
a serious
friend?
vibe
Carly,
check, though.
But I don't
Carly,
think
It's
it's gonna
very
get
serious
there.
vibe check.
Carly, who's your strictest brother? Based on the people you date, who's the strictest or the pickiest?
No, I don't,
Pickiest.
Jay.
Jay.
Accurate.
Okay.
Tama lang. Siya.
Oh, good. He's a kuya.
He's sickest because he knows my standard. He don't like. He knows like I don't just fuck around, dude.
Carly's the pickiest one of them all.
Yeah. You
Really?
Ano really gago ah?
Always, I mean, I think it
Just call me gago.
I think it takes a lot for Carly to get out of his like comfort zone. You have to literally pull him out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't be like, Carly, let's go out. It's like,
Yeah, you look super comfortable.
yeah, I know.
Carly.
It takes a lot to get him out of the house. You know what I mean? It's like for him, it's like he'd need a lot more. What's the word? Encouraging.
We have
to get out of
we
the
have a
house.
question. Who is the least picky one daw amongst the siblings or amongst the boys? From Isa Palabiam
Do we have to answer that?
or
Me.
Imperial Palabiam Imperial.
Shit.
Least
I think
picky? Are
it's
you
Dan.
least
I think
picky,
it's
man?
Dan. I think it's Dan.
Least picky?
Yeah, because you have such high standards.
That
What?
means I'm the most picky.
No, least picky meaning there are only a
Okay.
few people who reach your standard, right?
Okay.
Because Jay doesn't count. Jay doesn't count. Me and Matt don't count, right?
Okay, guys.
Like you're picky in the sense that there's only a few people that you will pick from.
It's low Batman.
Okay. So guys, speaking of married,
So
Wait,
guys,
wait. 1 sec, wait lang. Jay, magkano ng charger, bro?
I'll get a charger lang. Wait lang.
Okay, because we are moving to Jay soon. So while we're waiting for Jay to get a charger, Matt, tell us about your dating life over
Refill your
there.
glasses. Refill your glass. It's a long night, bro. Let's go.
Carly,
No, we're not staying here all
with
night.
some agua.
Agua?
agua time. Okay, Matt, tell us more about being single. What do you
Wait,
think
I
is
have
the
beard delivered. Wait.
slipper? Oh my God, mga bagets na to, mga ano. Can't keep
Mga
up.
vibe check.
Mga vibe check.
More about being single.
Matt, okay. So the single life, what do you think is the hardest thing now, especially during the lockdown? I mean, obviously, we all have to do virtual dating and things like that. But beyond that, do you think it's harder to make connections nowadays?
I think it's easier. I mean,
Yeah.
we're at a point where you don't go to the clubs. It's not so face value anymore. You look at someone based on just their appearances. You have to like communicate and have entire conversations and be okay with having conversations for how long we're having them. You know what I mean? You kind of weed them out a lot earlier.
Yeah.
As opposed to like meeting someone in the club, you see someone out or anything. It's like it's less what's the word? It's less aesthetic now. That you can make genuine connections in lockdown. Like my last relationship was like a lockdown relationship, and it didn't feel like one. It did not even a little. So I feel like for me it's more you can get to the bottom of the relationship if you want to see someone just based on how you're gonna talk. And I think you've done long distance. You know that's
Right.
like the way.
Yeah. So, okay, Jay is back. But Matt,
Okay, I'm
good
back.
answer. Baka talaga eh.
What I
You're
meant.
above Jay. You're above it.
Us bun
You're
man.
No,
above
I
Jay.
love that. I love that. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
get distracted
True.
with anything else, but
True.
you can actually really get to know someone. But
Yeah,
let's go to
But Matt, I have a question. Because, I was reading something kanina about fuck the spark. And then our good friend Isa, my bestie, always says na spark's not a big deal. Like, when the first time you see somebody, like something just triggers you in your head. Is that something that you look for as a single person? That you have to have an instant spark? Or are you looking for things beyond the spark, like longevity beyond it?
Can I
think-
say something about it quick?
Oh, go ahead,
You
Dan.
know, the spark is also another way of saying like, vibe check. No, I mean a spark is also like, like if you like the vibe. If you guys are on the same vibe, it's just yeah, exactly. No, like, so I feel like spark is a little overrated. So like vibe
Yeah.
is more realistic. So like if you're on the same wavelength as someone,
You're
I
so
mean,
woke,
like-
man. It's
For the
lit.
Because
so
out there,
good, like,
That's so lit.
different level of
Ah,
like,
Ipa-vocab ng mga bagets, guys. Kailangan ko ng dictionary. Ano difference ng Bible
Five X.
Oh, Matt, what do you think?
I think it's part. It's important. It doesn't always happen, but you kind of have an idea when you meet someone, right? Like you connect right
Yeah.
away, even if you don't date
Oy, Carly,
immediately.
new bottle.
Kanina ba, bro? Mga 5 minutes na.
You know,
Hindi na lang magbukas.
Okay, go
on,
ahead.
you know
Matt.
when you meet someone, you kind of you click, but it doesn't mean that you date right away. It's just you kind of keep longevity is like the name of the game. I think in any relationship, you wanna maintain something. It's like I think the ones you have to worry about, or where it's like fireworks. The first few months are like fireworks and just like so exciting, and I think those are the quickest ones to die out. You know,
Yeah.
it's not so sustainable when it's just excitement because like you could easily be replaced by something that's more exciting. Whereas like if you're in a proper like sustainable relationship, you're just
Bigger
you're cruising, you're
fireworks.
good. You have like your own
Bigger
person.
firecracker.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
A bigger
So, okay.
firecracker.
So, for the singles out there, I read something kanina na 40, like, there's a psychologist that did a 14-year study. And there's a psychologist that did a 14-year study na 7 years in, the first thing that faded like halfway was lust. And the one that extended further the 7 years is friendship. So that's something to
Yeah.
take into account to all the single people out there. Okay, so now we are at our third part for we are gonna analyze UJ, the married man. So let's start with how do you deal when your siblings is dating somebody that's bad news? Let's target the kuya in you. Have you experienced this? And your sibling is dating somebody that's like clearly not this one. What do you do?
Well, I talk to them and like I talk to them very straightforwardly. Like I make sure. Well, okay. To be honest, Kyla tells it to me first because like I'm automatic.
Kyla. Oh my God,
I'm nice to like whoever they bring home automatically. Like I don't even
Yeah.
look at the bad news part. Kyla's the one that whispers to me like, I don't think she's good for Matt, Carly, or Dan.
Oh yeah.
And Kyla's
But, like-
never
Spread out,
wrong.
spread out,
Kyla's
spread
never wrong.
So once like because Kyla's a really good judge of personality or judge
Yeah.
of character. So when like normally if she doesn't like the person,
Oh,
there's
gee.
something about that person that's
Yeah.
like off. So like I
Mm.
try and ease into it and then talk to like my brothers if they know about that trait of that person or so I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
same communication. Like I'm very straightforward with them.
So
I
give us a
rarely tell them off. though.
tell me a specific example. Joke lang. Okay.
I thought a specific brother. I was like, oh no.
Well, we won't name names here.
No,
We'll
no
just gotta
names.
keep it-
Okay. Yeah.
No, but in
all right.
fairness, like I like all of the brothers my girls dated. I don't think there's any one of them that I didn't like. So
Wow. How
Those
about
are some
Kyla?
bad
Who did
traits.
Kyla, tell us in the
that's a-
comments. Who did you not like?
that's a different
Go ahead,
story.
Bea.
Yeah, I just know that your parents raised you well, though. I know they're watching, but I feel like maybe there is something to do with being raised well. Jay,
Yeah.
I've got a question on married life because I'm always
Okay.
curious about this. What was the biggest change after getting married that you didn't expect?
That I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Okay. To be completely honest, it's like sleeping with fresh, clean, crisp sheets every night. Linen sheets. Like hotel quality
Wow, thank you. For
linen
that.
sheets.
Thanks, bro.
Must be nice.
No, like I'm not
miss
sorry.
our- You don't miss our crunchy 2K.
Kyla's
Follow the olive
perfect.
tree and like you'll sleep on like hotel
Are
quality
we
sheets every
allowed
night.
to play for those privileges? Like, let's
The
go.
olive
We don't,
tree
we
for
don't get
your
clean
linen
sheets, bro.
needs.
We'll give you 1-1.
But
1-1.
We've been together we were together 11 years before getting married. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we knew each other, we're each other's best friends, we're each other's support system. We're like everything to each other. So I think it was when I proposed to her, I knew what I was getting into.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that because like one of the gifts she gave me in our anniversaries was like a set of like really nice bed sheets and pillows. Which I use it, but like when it's in the wash, I'm back to my normal sheets. But like now
Diba?
that we're
You
living
feel the
together
difference.
every day, like that's the biggest
Every-
thing. So,
Everyday
every night,
quality.
every day, every night. I wake up
Kyla.
like with a smile on my face with olive tree linens.
Wow.
You know what? Speaking of having a smile on your face, I messaged Kyla. I was like, Kyla, tell me, like, do you still get kilig with Jay? And then she said that she was like, yeah, I get kilig with him every day, especially now, like with Barcelona, you always have like a smile on your face, and you're like, yeah, now you're happy. I was
Sorry,
like,
even I get killing. Okay, stop.
alam mo, Matt, pwede ba?
Like I'm telling you, being single is fun. But like I look at Jay and his baby, and I'm just like, oh, must be nice.
Matt, stop
I
trying to be the
know.
favorite. Stop trying to be the
Must
favorite.
be
Man.
nice.
Wala, Jay's the favorite na, Matt. Too late.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's my favorite.
So, Jay, Matt, and Dan, I guess this question's for you. And Carly, you can chime in also if you want. What are the best?
Wow.
What are some? What are some of the best and worst advice you've ever received about love and relationships? So, Dan, the youngest, let's start with you. Have you ever heard anything from your parents, like best or worst, or parents or whoever, best or worst advice you've received about relationships and love?
Honestly, like, from my older brothers, I don't think I've received any bad perceptions of love,
Mm.
but it kind of enforced the pickiness.
Mm.
Like, based on their experiences, they kind of like the blind leading the blind. They told me what to look for and what not to look for. So it kind
Yeah.
of really helped. So like that's why I feel like I'm a little ahead of my age because of them. So like I don't really feel like I've had any bad advice, which
Okay.
is good.
Matt, how about you?
I think for me, it's like when my dad told me, like when you're looking for a partner, make sure you find someone like your mom.
Oh, good advice.
Why is
Very
that
like
bad, man?
maalaga and it's good. What do you mean?
Oh, it's good. Oh, yeah, that because they said bad.
Like just someone so caring and just like wants the best for you and like supports you and everything. It's
Yeah.
like my mama.
Hi. Yeah. Hi, mom and
Hello.
dad. Feeling closer. Hi,
Hi,
mom
Mama.
and dad.
Good evening.
uh, Jay, how about you? Best or worst advice? Doesn't necessarily have to be from your parents, but did you hear any like ridiculous advice before? Ever?
Well, it wasn't really given, but like from what I perceived from them, my parents and my mother and father-in-law, like from what I see, like love comes in many different forms and shapes and sizes, and I think fighting is a part of it. And I think
Mm-mm.
it's healthy to fight and to keep the relationship spicy.
Mm.
So no, I mean
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's how you get stronger in a relationship. Like
Yeah.
you fight because of something. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be small. But like it shows that you're interested and that you want to keep working it out. And I
Mm.
think just like being there and like fighting and the next day you're together again. Like it's not a fight. Okay, we're done. It's like you're fighting and then you're finding a way to stay together and working through it. For me, that's the key to a strong relationship. Like working through fights, working through adversity, working through
Mm.
hardship together. That makes the relationship stronger.
You let her punch you once, then friends na kayo.
Matt,
More
that's
than
why
once.
Jay's my favorite. Good answer, Kyla. Okay. Okay.
Married,
Go-
that's why.
Carly, anything to add? Best advice you've received about love?
Fight more.
Let's keep it. No, let's keep it sexy, short and sweet. Best advice you've received.
Bro.
Split the hair.
It's not sexy. It's not sexy. Yeah, like
I mean, let's keep it. Yeah.
The
just to
haircut,
add
the hair.
just to add what Jay said, like I've been there. Like they like we're in Lasal, like they'd fight almost every day. And some of the fights would even be fake. Like they'd fight pang making gago lang, diba?
Uh-huh.
But based on, their relationship, based on my parents' relationship, to add what Jay said, you go through fights, but what it's about is how you conquer those problems, right? How you resolve them together, and how like this is a problem. How can we resolve it, right? It's not me or I. It's how can we,
Yeah.
diba? Like your problem is my problem, right? Like if there's a problem with something you have to do it, then it's my problem, right? It's not like I'm letting you handle it, bahala ka sa buhay mo. Like it's when you're with someone, it's both of your problems. Like I mean, I wouldn't know, but like based from a third person perspective, based on Jay and Kyla, based on my parents, it's there are a lot of disagreements. That's a given. But what's important is how you resolve it together, diba? Like it's what makes you stronger, right? You go through that together. You agree on how to resolve it together, and it's a joint responsibility. It's not like tongina sabi mo ganon wala bro, diba? It's like you're making sise, diba? It's like we both go through this together, pero if it goes wrong, sabi mo ganun. It's not like that.
I was watching Drive to Survive, and then Toto, who Sherry
Did I
loves,
just
and
drop the F-bomb?
I love him.
he said something really interesting, which I think can be applied to relationships. Mercedes, they don't have a blame a person culture. They blame the problem. So I think that's a good thing. Like you don't ever blame the person. It's
No,
like the
never,
root
never,
of
no.
it.
Because
Yeah.
you're all trying to solve the problem, right? It's not me against you. It's us against that,
The problem.
right?
See? Oh, that's a good line, guys. Pick that up. It's not me against you. It's us against whatever that is. Diba?
And it's the mirror. That's the problem.
Okay, wait. I'm curious about this one. Sherry and I think that insecurities are the biggest buzzkill in a relationship. What do you think about that? And should someone even bother if their partner or someone they're dating is insecure? Because like we all do have them.
I think that's the hardest bit. If your partner's insecure and you constantly need like reassurance, then it gets tricky. I mean, there are people who are I wouldn't say like insecure, but some people need validation all the time. And but the hardest bit is when your partner is insecure because you're giving them a reason to, and then that's when you should worry. Because if you're not doing anything, you also have to reinforce the fact that I'm here, I'm with you. That's it. But like other insecurities just naturally come out just because you're dating someone who's kind of in the public eye or anything. I think it's a given. It just has to be. It's like us, like our eyes.
But you know what? You know what? I feel like there's a big part of growth there. Like someone could start out as insecure and like feel like they're like going through this like rut where they're constantly insecure. But if you like help them grow as a person, the insecurity just like washes away. They're not like they don't stay insecure. That's the thing. Like if they say insecure, that's them already. Like sorry na lang, right? But if they grow to be a bigger person and like, because I feel like insecurity is like a personality flaw that you can easily grow out of. It's just a matter of like trusting the person you're with and like understanding situations.
So we can power through. We can power through.
Of course.
That's like the wisdom of a 40-year-old.
I agree with Dan. Somehow there's also a way that you can make your partner feel more secure.
Ayan.
And it's like, it's surprising now when you're like, oh my God, I feel secure. It's rare.
Exactly.
Diba?
No, and obviously it's not a one person job. You have to help each other grow.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like if you can power through the insecurity, like you're good. But if you help each other grow and like grow through the insecurity, that's like you're meant to be.
Agreed. Good one. How about you, Jay?
I have to not agree with that. I gotta not agree with that. I mean, I agree in a sense. I agree in the sense that like you don't have to go through it alone, right? But Gago Syria.
Charlie.
Matt, wait lang. Hi, Matt. Shout out.
Oh. Go, shout out.
Kelly. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Name naman.
Hi, Kelly. Hi. Hello.
Can you zoom in on the photo?
Matt, say hi properly.
Matt, don't make lande.
Hi,
I can't see the photo. Can you make it bigger?
Hi, Kelly Day. Shout out to you from Matt.
Kelly is the one person that has like super smashed all our karaoke nights. Like she doesn't have a bad song.
She makes it all
Wow, impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead, Carly.
Kelly, you have to prove Jay wrong.
Yeah.
No, my parents like I mean, I agree and disagree with Dan, right? So
Yeah.
Dan says you go through it alone, right? But my
I
point
didn't
is,
say you go through it alone. I said you can
okay,
you go through alone when you're
my point
golden.
is, people, you find people that you can find with, right? So if
Yeah.
someone makes you feel a certain way, right? Not necessarily because they accept you for who you are, but they agree with your morals, right? So
Yeah.
if you think you're a bad person based on what you do, right? Not if it's necessarily bad, but if they accept you for you are, you think they're a good person, diba?
Mm.
So like if you shit on people and they think, yeah, it's okay to shit on people, you'll think they're a good person, diba?
Don't shit on
Right.
people is the lesson here.
So yeah.
I
You know
think.
man,
Okay.
Be a
my
good
point is
person.
my point
Yeah.
is
Exactly.
puta,
Yeah.
my point is like you like not all people are good, but if you're looking for a certain person or personality type, right? There's no gray area. There's no good or bad, right? Because each person has their own perception of good and bad,
Right.
diba? Like some people are nasty as fuck. They want like some
May pinagdadaanan ka, Carly. Ano ba?
no, 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 no.
Who hurt you?
I'm not
Stop.
speaking from
Regardless.
experience. I'm not speaking from experience, right? Like
Uh-huh.
some people send my friends messages like, "Yo, send
Okay.
me your foot photos, whatever." It's like, that's messed up, bro. Like that's honestly
Are
People
we still
send you
talking about
that.
insecurity?
not me, bro. Like
Wait,
Sorry,
your
I
friends
didn't
are.
say that's not what I said though. I said people
But
no,
can
I'm
grow
just saying like
together
people
or
in general.
alone.
People in general
No,
will be
I have
like,
a good photo about a foot story, but I'll tell you guys backstage. Okay, Jay, how about you? What's ano?
Namute to.
Ikaw naman, Jay.
I think
Cheers, Carly, cheers, cheers, cheers.
in, should I go?
Okay, Jay. Your
Jay,
turn.
come on, take it away.
should I
Insecurities are
name her?
not.
Should I name her?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What do you think about
Inse-
insecurities, and how do you deal with people who are insecure, and how should you handle them?
I think insecurity is a natural human emotion, and in a relationship, it's bound to happen at some point. You just shouldn't let it control the relationship or take over the relationship. So it's more a personal thing. So if you can control your insecurities and not let it affect the relationship, then you can move past whatever you're insecure about. So it's really more of like you trying to control your emotions, or let's say your girlfriend or the one you're dating trying to help her control her emotions on the insecurity, like to
Mm-hmm.
reassure them, like what Dan said, and to tell them that nothing's happening.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
normal thing. I understand why you're acting that way or why you feel that way. So it's a personal thing. It's hard to do, but if you can do it for the relationship, then it'll help the relationship go forward.
You know,
You
I
know
was
what?
gonna say.
I'm gonna have to say like we. Go ahead, Dan. Sige, go.
Sorry,
I
I
have
was just gonna
follow-up
say.
question
Jay's
after
my
that.
relationship guru here. Like, that's he like personified exactly what I wanted to say. That's it.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I
yeah.
wanted to
And
say.
I was gonna say like we all have favorites. Bea, clearly your favorites, Dan. I found my favorite.
Never the
This
young
side.
one.
YG
Jay.
vibe check.
I like the eldest
The
one.
youth is the future. That's my mantra today.
I like the season one. Jay, you're
So we're
my
gonna go for the youth. These three.
Okay.
The young
These are
bloods.
our
You gotta
future.
better
Maddie,
name.
Maddie, let's go.
Matt,
Let's
you
go.
are a runner up, Matt. Jay also
Matt,
you're
let's
a
go.
runner up.
Matt,
Okay,
let's go.
Carly, you're a runner up then. Okay. Okay, guys.
Can't
So,
all be
so
runner
boys,
up, bro. What the?
Carly, relax. Okay, so boys, we
Your
are down
viewers
to our
want
last.
more. Your viewers want more.
Sige nga, give us more. Okay. So, guys, we are down to our last question, okay? Our favorite question and the most important, because again, remember, we are a show about love. So we want to start with from single taken to married. We can go by age. So to you guys, in a sentence or two, Carly, what what is love? Okay, we'll start with the youngest. Dan, what do you think is love?
Honestly,
Mm.
I'd like to
Semi
say,
honesty. Semi honesty.
semi honestly. Okay, semi. It's only semi. So it's like
Mm.
half the half of that. But feel like love is, bringing out the best in the other person. Ultimately, like, if you're not bringing the best out of someone, even if you think it's love, it's not, for sure. Right? So I think, like, if the person is trying their best to bring out the best in you, and you're not doing the same, it's like, that's not love either. It has to be reciprocated. So I feel like you have to bring out the best in each other. Because, there was a saying where there's someone that brings out the worst and someone brings out the best, and there's someone that brings out the most. So if someone's bringing out a lot of who you are, then that's like love. I feel like so. Like it's not always good or bad. It has to be like both. So like yeah, kind of labo, I know, but
No, it's not labo. I have to
No.
say, I feel like that's something
Good, bro.
Bea would have completely said. That's why you're her favorite. You can be
Oh.
her son.
Ayan. Ayan. We'll repeat the point again.
You could call her mommy.
that's all it's. I'm not even gonna lie. That's not a,
As your ate, I approve.
Mama Bea.
Ate.
No, ate.
Ate.
That sounded, honestly, it sounded
Lilang
labo coming
Kaila.
from me also. It sounded really labo.
No, it's not labo at all. Yeah.
Poetic. Let's go with poetic today.
Poetic.
Yeah.
Poetic is a real, but like yeah, I mean someone who brings out the most out of you is the,
Right. Yeah, that's a good one. Someone who brings the best out of you. Okay.
not
Carly,
even just
how
the
about
best, the most. But yeah,
The
The
most.
most, the
I like
most.
that. Okay.
Carly, in a sentence or two, let's reiterate. What is love?
One or two. What is love?
three,
Two.
no, Carl, three.
Two.
We'll give you three. We'll give you
Love.
three.
A paragraph.
Three
Go.
sentences. All right. I mean,
Oh.
No, as much as you need, Carl.
We have 2 hours. Go ahead.
y'all got like 5 minutes. No, honestly, like, oh, you guys are really listening, right?
Yeah.
From the single person, right? Love is what you make of it. Love is what you make of it, right? Love to you, to Dan, to Matt, to Jay, to Shari, to Bea, right? Love is it's individual, right? It's different for each person, right? You can't you 100% cannot quantify what love means to a person, right? If you ask anyone in the world, they can't quantify it, right? So love to a person is individual, diba? So I guess for
So
me,
profound.
love is one, someone I accept, someone I think my family can accept, someone my friends can accept. Love comes in many different forms and shapes, but you can't quantify it, right? So if you're gonna DM someone in hopes that they'll love you back, that's bullshit, dude. Like you can't DM someone and hope they love you, bro.
Yeah.
Right? You can't slide. Honestly,
He's like, I'm
these
speaking
days-
from
these
Shari
experience.
days-
does. Shari
no,
does.
these days,
Henry
Cavill.
Cavill.
Already done it.
Henry
I
Cavill,
swear,
love me. I love your
swear,
dog.
you
Love
can't-
me back.
you
Please.
can't DM anyone and expect them to reciprocate, bro. Like
Right.
you can 1 million DMs, same shit. Like you can't. But love is something you can't quantify. It's something you and another person feels, regardless if that family feels the same shit, regardless if their cousins feel the same thing. Whatever. It's
Right.
something you and one person or you alone, even if that person doesn't feel the same way, feel. Right?
Love is
So-
not bullshit. I
love-
love it.
Three paragraphs. 3 sentences, paragraph.
two
Undef-
sentences.
Undefinable. Undefinable.
It's
It's based on the Jay, how about you? What is love? The married man.
semi based on how much alcohol you drank. But
Ay,
alright.
sorry, I skipped Matt,
Wait,
our
you skipped
favorite,
Matt, you skipped
second
Matt.
favorite. Sorry, Matt naman eh. What's love to you,
I
Matt?
was just kind of like, okay, Sharon.
I know, I saw you pouting over there. Matt, sorry. What's love to you?
What's love? I think love for me is literally like stumbling through life with your best friend. Right? End of the day, it's just who you.
Oh.
If
Who
I were
you,
to
like,
say, I'm gonna say
go
sorry.
home
If I was gonna say, if it was a toss up between Jay and Matt, it's either one of them for the hopeless romantic. I'd say Jay more than Matt, but Matt is a close second.
Runner up.
Yeah, because he's
Runner up,
married.
hopeless
Sorry,
romantic.
sorry, Jay, you're off. I like Matt's answer. I decided that. Jay, you're out. I like Matt's answer.
I heard this one thing was like, you want someone who's home and also an adventure, right? It's just like you get a mix of both, and it's like, I mean, you go home to this person, and it's still exciting, right? I think that's ultimately like what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna rip
But
that
Yeah.
off. I really
Love
like that.
is
Home and
excitement.
Copy
and
paste.
adventure. Yep.
Love is excitement.
Okay, yun I like that.
Love
Home
is
and
freaky,
adventure. And
freaky.
Si Carla.
they were,
men
I cop
slide
that.
in, I meant ladies slide in Matt's DMs. Okay. Jay, the married one where ladies aren't allowed to slide in. Tell us, what is
Yes,
love to you?
there's no lock na yan.
At first I thought love was super easy. Like you're with your best friend, you're stumbling through life, and that's
Mm-mm.
it.
Yeah.
Until like I'll be pretty graphic, but like until I saw Kyla labor, go through all she had, but like to give up everything for us to have a kid and
Mm.
to like support another life, and like to see her wake up at 3 a.m. to change diapers, to feed Barcelona. And like for me, it's like us sharing our love to another person, which is on like a different level. So for everyone that's married or planning to get married, planning to have kids, I mean, you've been together for so long, but like having a kid is a completely different thing. And
Yeah.
for me, it like my love for Kyla multiplied by 100 times or even more, 1,000 times because of what she's able to give up for our daughter and what she continues to do. So
Mm.
for me, I mean, like I can't do anything to replicate what she does for her. So I just like
So
love her for loving Barcelona because I mean I can't
it
feed, I
is
can't.
quantifiable. It is
Uh,
quantifiable,
if
Jay.
you can count the
Jay
number of
quantified it.
stars in the sky, then it's quantifiable.
Can I
Matt,
say something?
Matt, sorry, you're
Can I
out.
say something?
Jay's
Sorry.
I'll take it back.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Go ahead, Carly.
Dibs Ninong.
Sorry, you have second dibs now. Dibs first.
So it's documented. Me and
Oh, guys,
Jay have
next time
a
na kayo
deal.
guess.
We have a deal. Pag babae, ako yung ninong.
Guys, next time
You
na kayo
beat me in
mag-dip
ping
kayo, no?
pong first.
Again.
Dibs.
Okay.
But none of you
Thank
guys
you,
have
boys.
changed the poopy diaper yet.
Jay, I'll
have been
change. I can
there.
change. Ako din nagwa-
Boy.
Okay, again, Matt,
back.
you're
Me
out.
and Tito
Jay is
Tony
back
will
to
beat
my
you in Marco.
favorite.
Shari, what is love
Okay.
to you?
I don't know. It's hard. I don't know yet. When I pop out a kid, I'll tell you what love is.
Good answer.
Yeah.
That
When I
is
pop
good.
out a child.
Nah,
Mm.
you'll be saying, fuck you, why'd you do this shit, bro?
Whoa.
I mean, you're not gonna be
Probably.
asking, bro. Like, you'll be like,
Probably.
hey,
Sakit
God.
yan, diba?
Bro,
Painful.
listen,
Bea,
dude, you gotta have some BDE, bro. Be there.
That is
thick
not love.
energy. Be there.
Oh my God. Ano na?
Bea, ikaw na. We finished our last question. We are at our takeaways.
Yes,
as
of
usual.
course. Sorry, I was distracted with the
Mhm.
BDE statement.
Carly's
Okay, let's.
Carly's energy is beyond BDE.
Yes,
I
I
don't know
hope
what
you
to-
enjoyed. I know we can't go to the clubs
Easy.
and party,
Right.
but Carly is a party, if there's a definition here. But Shari, what is your takeaway here? And we always do takeaways from our thesis. Shari, ano?
My takeaway is I think based on the last answer, the what is love, I think in different stages of your life it will progress, it will change. And ideally I want to experience all the levels of it. Matt's explanation was great, Dan's explanation was great, Carly of course hers was great. But I guess my end goal is to experience Jay's definition of love. I think it's the most beautiful in my opinion. So that is my end goal. And then my other opinion is I believe in our thesis, our thesis statement that it's harder on women because again we have our biological clocks. It is tougher. At the end of the
It
day,
is. It is.
we
I
all
think it is.
we all face the exact same pressures, except we have that looming over our heads, and that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
makes it harder. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
How about you, Bea? What do you think? What's your
My
takeaway?
gosh, you know what? I'm in awe with all your thoughts. I have to say your mom and dad did a good job, and I think you can teach your children or your future children about love and relationships at an early age so that hindi sila mabudol sa pag-ibig. Yan.
You should
Again,
get
hi
them for
mom and
one
dad.
episode. Get them
Yeah,
for
Hi
one
mom and dad.
episode.
we would like to invite you to Thirsty and 30.
We are
If you would like
inviting.
to join us, you are invited.
We need to do a series on parents. I feel like parents, because
Yes.
it's just this thing about people lasting way longer. Like I've been thinking about it today that love or relationships is a marathon. Like it's a sport.
Yep.
Takes
Do
time.
you
And
really want to find out the answers to that?
no, not tonight. We will do this backstage. We will do this backstage.
Yes, Carly, backstage. May backstage pa tayo.
Uh-uh.
Again, thank you to my bestie. Thank you for the support. Go ahead. Leah.
Hi, Pipanisa.
Shari,
Hi,
if she
Dave.
could knock you off, you would.
Juju. Ninang
Juju
loves you,
Cutie
Juju.
Pie.
You're a cutie patootie,
Yes.
Juju.
Hello,
Okay, go ahead, Bea.
But yeah, that's pretty much like I think we're coming to an end, right, Shari? Like, what's
Yeah,
to
yeah.
expect really on next week? And yeah,
Wait, but that's your main takeaway na their parents
yeah.
raised them
My
well.
main takeaway is definitely have teach your children about love and relationships early on. And
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
did very well.
you have these people that they know what they want. I think settling is not.
Slide in over there. Slide in over there. Which
Yes.
party do you want? The calmer party or the rave of a party over
No,
here?
sorry, the bottom.
Okay. So
I
guys,
think that's the main thing.
again,
Sorry.
yeah.
Go.
So thank you, boys, for helping us with our theory. Like I said before, I think again, we all face the same pressures and struggles, but I strongly believe us women have it harder just because of that extra biological clock looming overhead. So
I agree.
next week, yeah,
Whoa.
it's true. Carly
Whoa.
facts yun.
Mute
Okay,
Carly.
so
Mute
guys,
Carly.
let's mute. Okay, so guys, next week we have Tin Gamboa or Susie899 and Kat Salo to talk about insecurities of men. Matt, chime in, joke lang. And women. We all have insecurities in life, and yeah, we want to discuss how it stops us from progressing into our Landian
I wanna
stage to
listen to
a
this one.
full-on relationship stage.
I feel like
That's a
Matt's
good
gonna be a
progression.
regular.
You guys never said.
Uh-oh.
What did the comments say? Yet, who picked the most?
No
favorite,
one's voting.
favorite.
Okay, who's the
You, Dan.
favorite?
You won, Dan.
You won, Dan. I
Oh, I
vote Dan.
I vote Dan.
Dan, madaming ikaw yung
I take it
winner.
back. I don't care. I don't want to know who won. I don't want to know.
Vibe check,
Okay,
guys.
we'll
I take it back. I take it back. I take it
Vibe
back. I
check,
take it
why
back.
not? Vibe
I took
check.
it back. I took it back. I took it back. I took it back. Doesn't count.
Wait,
Vibe
sorry.
check. Mga,
My
go
biggest
ahead, Bea.
takeaway today is B and C. Vibe check all the time.
Vibe check.
Vibe check. Iba yun. Alam mo, I'm not gonna, the first time I heard vibe check, I was like, oh my God, that is a hot vibe.
Carly's
Yeah,
still
vibe check
muted.
people. Let's leave Carly at mute. Carly, okay ka lang. Okay, Bea, go ahead.
Okay. So thank you so much. Okay. Thank you.
Carly, you're okay. Chill. We'll get you back next week.
Yo, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
say
Bea.
this really quick. I'm gonna say this really quick. Mia's room is right beside Carly. And he said
Hi,
Carly's
Mia.
screaming his head off right now.
Mia is our sister.
Hi, Mia.
We're 4 boys and 1 girl. Mia is our only sister.
My God, we should have gotten her in. But anyways, guys, we're about to
Is
let you
Mia
all
single?
She's single. She's single.
Okay,
Oh, I wonder how this date before. Okay, go ahead, Bea.
guys, I hope your thirst was quenched today because I can't deal with Carly. Carly
Okay,
unmute.
guys, I'm
So,
gonna mute all of you so we can do our finale. Except Matt. Matt's behaved. Okay, go ahead, Bea. I muted all of them.
guys, so, okay, sorry, di ko na kaya. But subscribe to our YouTube channel and Instagram, Thirsty and 30, and our website, of course, thirstyand30.club, so you don't miss a beat. We also have a weekly newsletter, and the one I'm going to be sending out is 5 C's to perfect your relationship, marriage, friendship, whatever. It's called the Thirst Trap. And if you subscribe, you get 150 questions to start a spark. But apparently, to Shari, fuck the spark.
I mean,
So,
Starting
the
only
the
with
spark's
one
not
question.
everything. That's all I meant. The spark's not everything. It won't
Yes.
lead to long term.
Yes.
Lead to long
Okay.
term.
Mute Carly again.
Mute Carly
Okay,
again.
mute again. Mute. Sorry. Sorry
So,
naman eh. I gave you a
guys,
chance eh.
we send you hope, happiness, and humor all in your inbox. I'm so sorry, but it is
Yeah.
a guide for
So,
a modern
guys,
day
yeah.
woman Or man, apparently, like Carly, who wants to be smarter and saner at hindi mabudol.
Yeah. So again, stay thirsty, everybody. Thank you, boys. Again, thank you to your parents. Hi, mom and dad.
See you
Feeling close at
guys.
mom and dad. Hello. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned next week for Tin Gamboa, Susie 899, and Kat Salo for Insecurities of Men. Toodles. Bye, guys.
Toodles.
Oh, ako ba gagawa to?
House
I'm
and 30.